Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sandy and I'm a mom who has a passion for cooking recipes from snacks to meals from scratch and giving you all the delicious recipes. However, I'm also a homeschool mom of two sweet little girls and it's something that I'm very passionate about. So I wanted to share what we're doing this year for our homeschool year 2024 to 2025. I want to go over rhythms, curriculums, scheduling, and kind of what we're trying this year, which I'm actually really excited about. So here we go. All right, as far as planning the year out, I have decided what I'm going to do, and I always get myself a tiny little planner, and I can go over this a little bit more in detail on what I look for in a planner because it does help me kind of stay organized and make sure that we're getting everything done for the year. However, we are trying something new this year and I am so excited. I am someone that needs order. I am not robotic, but I have robotic tendencies. So for me, homeschool also needs to feel organized so I can be successful at explaining the material to my girls. So having a planner, writing everything down, kind of having a structure, I think it's good for me and it's good for the littles because they love structure. I think they thrive on it. So this year, okay, let me back it up. Let me tell you what we did last year. Last year was a little messy for me. We went through a curriculum that I loved and we'll be using again for first grade, but it just felt like we were doing 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, and it just didn't feel like it flowed well for my brain because I'm ultimately the teacher. So yes, it's their learning style, but it's also my teaching style. And no one really told me that when I started this journey. So I think last year was a big learning year for me and I'm really excited. I had this like epiphany and it's not that big of a deal. But okay, so last year our lessons were about 45 minutes to an hour, mostly because my daughter begs for school. And I think honestly, she's begging for time with me, which is really exciting. So we took our time with our small little lessons. And kindergarten year, I think that's a pretty solid 1 to 2 hour kind of range for lessons. It depends on how you move through what you're doing that year. And we really just did core subjects last year. So we did math and language arts, which was again in the curriculum, and we did some Bible and we did some crafts here and there, but it took about an hour. Now, I was doing the lesson through the curriculum, and they did a great job at splitting it up, but we were doing something that took 10 minutes and then something that took 15 minutes, and there were different lessons, so we would switch from 10-minute lesson from language arts to then a 15-minute math lesson and then a Bible reading. And it just felt rushed and it felt chaotic. So this year, I had a light bulb moment. And once you hear it, you're gonna be like, okay, that's not that impressive. But I mean, I'm excited. I think it is. So I think this year we are going to do one day, one subject. I don't know what that's gonna look like yet. I'm going to make a schedule and I'll share it if it's something that like you're looking to do with your family. If this makes sense to you, I think it's also how we learn and how we teach. So this year I'm going to do like Mondays will be language arts. That'll be the day we do our language art lessons. So usually there's a lesson a day for 5 days or so. So I'll take 2 to 3 lessons. If my daughter is eager that day and she wants more, we can do 5 lessons. So we'll just open up our book. We'll do our language arts. We'll do some reading. And then that's it. We'll do play or a craft or a game. So I'm excited. I think this is going to work. So we'll do Monday language arts. Tuesday we'll do our math lessons and we'll do games and use manipulatives and things like that. And then we can go into our Spanish lesson, our Bible lessons, and I'm gonna space things out depending on how much time they take. So if our language art lesson, I think that's probably gonna be the heaviest because at this age they're prepping to read. I think I'll do, the entire day of school will be language arts and we'll read and we'll focus on letter sounds. So I'm excited about that. And then the next day will be like, we'll do Spanish and we do a lot of games for that. We like to do like puppets. I speak Spanish. I was born in Cuba. So for me as a Spanish speaker, my goal with her is for her to speak back to me. And so to get conversation out of a 4-year-old in Spanish in a language that's, new to them and harder for them, game is everything. So we'll take a dollhouse. I have, again, little girls, so they love dolls. And so we'll do dollhouse and we'll talk to each other for 10 or 15 minutes in Spanish. But the rule is that she has to answer me in Spanish. So I think that's going to work really well. We're also going to use a curriculum for Spanish. I think we're going to do a morning binder of some sort, and I'll include it in that day. And then come Wednesday, our daughter's in Awana, so we'll do like memorization and Bible memorization. Maybe that's the day I pull in handwriting. And then again, we'll go to Thursday and we'll do another language arts day. So I think 2 language arts day, 2 math days, and then the off days, we will be kind of doing Spanish and some nature stuff or science. I don't have all of the answers right now because I'm still in the planning phase. I think we're going to start first week of September. We just moved into our new home, so it's been very chaotic around here, very messy. We're settling in, so I want to give myself some grace this year and really just take a step back, get a little bit of a later start. Right now I'm just getting the homeschool room together, and I really want to give you a tour of this space. We have been homeschooling the past 2 years in our kitchen table in a very tiny small rental, which worked so well because it was simple and easy and we were all together. And you know, you don't need a homeschool room to homeschool. You can literally do it anywhere. I've seen people that travel the world and they homeschool their children in a backpack. I think that's incredible. I am somebody that needs order. And so I'm so thankful to have this space. I can show you what I've done to kind of organize it, and I can show you some of my old space as well. We had a homeschool cart that worked super, super well for us. And yeah, so I'll show you around. If you are interested in like how I organize everything once I pull it all together, leave a comment down below. And if there's enough comments, I'll go ahead and pull that together and show you like how we're going to be working through our year, doing the good and the beautiful this year. And we have done my father's world kindergarten as well. So again, I'm going to want to do a comparison because I think those are the 2 most popular curriculums that people choose from, like when they're making a decision. At least it was for me. And I remember watching like endless YouTube videos of other moms who had been through it. So I found those super helpful. So hopefully I can do the same for you and kind of give you a little bit more insight of like how to talk about our rhythm and how we go through our day when we homeschool. I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. My 2-year-old still naps. She naps in the afternoon, sometimes for 3.5 hours. She's a good napper, thank the Lord. But having school with her in the morning isn't something that works for us. She is I don't want to call them terrible twos because I don't really believe in that, but it is a very needy age. She is kind of pushing her boundaries and she's being a toddler. So having her in the schoolroom while I'm teaching really, really important things to my 5-year-old, you know, which will be the basics for how she reads and her phonics and all of that, I really wanted a time where I could be alone with her. So instead of homeschooling in the morning, like I think I would want to do in the future, I think kids have a fresher mind and a fresher attitude in the morning. I think I want to go ahead and leave that for when my daughter is napping. So I can share a little bit about our rhythm. We wake up, we have a slow morning, we play, we have breakfast, we get dressed, and then mommy goes to the gym and the girls go to the gym. Working out for me is essential, especially getting out of the house to work out. I know some women do amazing home workouts. I've never been able to do that. I've always been a bit of a gym rat, if you will. We just love going to the gym. My daughters love going to the gym. We've been thankful enough to have been blessed with a community in our gym, and she has a ton of little friends. They're all her age, and they are also homeschooled. So most of the week we're all kind of together, and she's built a community and I've built a community. So I think that really works well for us. I pack a lunch, we have lunch there. I home make that lunch as well. And then we come home. My older daughter will go into the same space here and do some kind of quiet time. I'm gonna make her like a quiet time basket. She also has like coloring books in here. She has her Yoda, which I really, really love. It's just kind of stories that she can kind of get lost in without watching a screen. We're a screenless family, so she doesn't have access to an iPad or TV. I mean, she gets like a few minutes of TV a week here and there, but it's not something that she has like access to. So her Yoda is something she comes in, she has control of, she takes her card and she puts it in and she kind of gets lost in that. So she'll do that for about an hour while I get, you know, showered and dressed and I have lunch. So then when that's all done, I will come in here. The lesson will essentially be like set up and ready to go. I will have my planner and I will go through everything that we will be doing for that day. And then we will have our lesson until, you know, we're done, or until my daughter wakes up. And then eventually, I think in the later months, like hopefully towards like Christmas, I will pull in my then 2.5-year-old, and we're not going to do school, but you know, I think she likes to do what her big sister does. So we'll go over letters or animals and flashcards. I think that'll be really fun. So that's my plan. That's my rhythm for the day. And I'm hoping that we could do school Monday through Thursday. Friday, we'll do a bit of like a nature study, something fun outdoors. We'll go to a park. We can do something along the lines of like the study unit that we're doing. So we can go to, you know, a farm, or we can go to an apple orchard, or we can go to, I don't know. We'll see what the curriculum brings when I get it, but I'll schedule it all out in my planner, and then I'll see if like holidays or like exciting important events are around it, or what our unit is that week, and then I'll plan some sort of like a fun outing on Fridays. This is something that kind of like resonates with you, and it kind of feels like something that you would like to adopt for your day. You know, that homeschooling when the kids are napping kind of thing. And then if you try it, leave it below. Now, reading. We are so in love with the Dash into Learning books. I know that Bob books are a big kind of popular thing that have been around for a long time, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't love them. There were some topics on there that I just didn't love how they were written. I didn't love the pictures. I know that's kind of silly, but I wanted something aesthetic. I have 2 little girls. They love pink. They love dolls. I think that being interested in the books that you're reading is a big deal, especially when you're starting. So I wanted to get something really, really beautiful that they would love, and I knew that they would love. And so Dash into Learning, it's a mom, and she hand paints these. I mean, I'm just so impressed. They're so beautiful. Not only that, but they come with like 200 pages of free printables. So I'm gonna link these below. I'm gonna link everything I talk about here below. So if you see something that catches your eyes, just go down there and the link is there. But these are awesome. My daughter has been reading 2 or 3 of them already. She has gone through the first one, but I just love their program. I'm really excited. I'm also going to be using their handwriting practice. They have a cursive and a print. We're gonna focus on the print this year, and then later on in the year, I'll introduce the cursive. I think that's gonna be really great for her. Okay, friend, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you got some encouragement and inspiration for this homeschool year, and I hope you leave excited, ready to plan your year and see what'll work for your family. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.